What's going on? So, a little bit of a change of scenery from our previous normal. I know I talked about in the last video that I had uploaded that I was changing shifts, and that was going to affect my training schedule, my recording schedule, all that kind of stuff. So this past week was kind of just, getting acclimated to everything and, getting to a point where felt like I could, get back to some sense of normal. Now, of course, this is far from what I got used to being my normal, working out at, 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning before I go to work. Now I'm working out at, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning after I get off work. So, going to be a little bit of a change. I don't think it'll be a negative change. I think it's just going to take some getting used to. So we're going to go in. Got a pull day today. I kind of tweaked my left shoulder again this past week. So the last chest day I had to kind of play around it a little bit. But hopefully by the next chest day, it'll be a good bit better. I'm really hoping that it is, so that I can kind of get back to normal. The cutting down is going pretty good. We're down to around 181 pounds in the mornings. So I'm fairly happy with that, not losing weight too fast, but, losing at a pretty good rate. So yeah, let's just quit talking. Let's go in and get our workout in. If you couldn't tell, I am pretty tired. Like I said, I'm still getting used to it, but let's go in, get our lift done, and that way I can get to the house, get me a shower, eat, and go to bed. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I get in there. All right, let's get started out with just some basic lat pullovers and see what we're feeling from there. Trying to get my back kind of pre-warmed up a little bit and feeling good, so that once we move from this, everything else just kind of flows. So, let's see what we got. Let's do at least one or two more of those. All right, let's get at least one more good one of these before we move on. Oh, okay. Let's move on. All right, a little bit of a different first bicep movement, but I think I'm gonna like it. It's already feeling pretty good, so. All right, let's get one more of these before we move on. All right, that's enough of those. All right, if you've been watching it all by now, you know this is one of my favorite back day movements, so it's always gonna be in there. A little bit too light, I think, but do it anyways. All right, a little bit heavier. Let's get some more of these in. Oh, okay. Whew. Let's move on to our next bicep movement. All right, just some normal alternating curls, nothing too crazy. All right, a little bit heavier on the next one. So one thing that I can say about this whole schedule change is that it's kind of thrown off my entire structure of my day, all the way down to even just food intake. So I'm not as well fed, which is, it kind of sucks, but it's all right. Let's get another good set of these in, and then we'll move on. Okay. Oh. Let's move on. All right. So probably gonna be our last back movement for this lift. Not gonna go super heavy at all, just because I'm feeling a little, I don't know, just not feeling as strong as normal, as good as normal, as loose as normal. So like even like in here, like that where your bicep tendon kind of ties in at your elbow, it's kind of just not feeling it today. So probably gonna be our last movement of the last movement of the workout before we call it a day. Mondays, which this video should go up Tuesday, but Monday, whenever it's what day I'm on, usually one of the more rough days because I don't sleep the same leading into a Monday work day as I do any other work day. So a little extra tired. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I just need to get more well adapted to my new sleep schedule. But let's get a couple sets of these in really quick, and then I think we're gonna call it a day. So, all right. Yeah, I think one more of those will. All right, one more really good set of these, and then we're gonna move on to our post-workout little car drive talk, little car talk, and yeah, then we'll try to get some rest and prepare myself for the next lift, which hopefully will go a lot better than this one. So yeah, let's knock it out. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I think it's gonna be it. To be as low energy as I have been, I will say this has been a pretty decent lift. So yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get to the car and get on the way home. All right, so today's lift definitely came with its own specific set of challenges. That's how we're gonna phrase that for now. Was not the easiest lift that I've ever had. Definitely was not even close to what a normal lift for me has felt like over the past several months. But the good thing is that we still got to go. Still a privilege to be able to go and do the things that we love to do, and going to the gym and trying to chase this dream is one of those things that I get to do that I really do love and enjoy and appreciate. And to be completely and totally honest, it genuinely has bothered me over this last week to week and a half that I have not been able to upload a single video. Have not, really been able to be on a consistent schedule whatsoever. Yes, I've still gone to the gym. Yes, I've still made time to sit down and eat my meals and all those things. But whenever your schedule revolves so much around, your job like mine does, which I mean, everybody's schedule revolves around their job. That's maybe a little bit of a stretch to just say, well, mine does. No, I mean, everybody's does to a certain extent. But whenever you work a job that has, multiple different shifts, that now the shift that I'm on is, I'm there from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. And that's very different from what I've, grown accustomed to over the past, couple years of working where I work now. And it's just going to be a little bit of a learning experience, a little bit of a challenging experience, to be completely and totally honest. But it's just going to have to be something that adjust to and adapt to, because my goals are way more important to me than the fact that I'm a little extra tired, or that I'm going to have to figure some things out over the next, whether it's a couple weeks, couple months, however long it is. I've got some things to figure out, and that's okay. It's one of the beauties of living the life that we get to live, is that you constantly get hit with new challenges that you have to learn to adapt to. So yeah, we're going to go home. I'm going to eat and shower, and then I'm going to go get in bed. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Sorry, I'm stuck in school zone traffic. But yeah, nonetheless, I'm just, really, really looking forward to figuring this out and getting, back on top of my schedule again, where I'm, back to some sense of normalcy that says, okay, well, I can kind of just, do things the way that I feel like they should be done. And the way that I feel like things should be done is that I should go to work and I should work hard. I should go to the gym and I should work just as hard, if not harder. And I keep on trying to remind myself this saying that one of my favorite, bodybuilders, fitness influencers, Seth Feroce, says all the time is, I don't have problems. I have work. I have more work to do. And that's the mentality I'm trying to continue to drive into my brain right now, is because, on a surface level, if I am going to be extremely honest and not try to sound like a hard ass, then the truth is that this isn't easy. And, changing your schedule around and adapting after, being on a set schedule for such a long time, it's not easy. But it's not a problem. I just have more work to do. And I have to continue to remind myself of that day in and day out, so that I can continue to chase after these dreams that I have that nobody else can do for me. So yeah, sorry about that little rant that I just went on there. Maybe that's just the tiredness getting to me. But yeah, if you've stuck around this long, I really do appreciate you taking the time to stop in, watch the video, and listen to me ramble a little bit. This video should go up Tuesday, sometime, I would guess, between 4 o'clock and 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. So hopefully we'll get this video up at a decent time, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And I really hope that you do. If you do, please leave a comment or something. Just let me know that you're here. Let me know that you are watching. Let me know that you're enjoying. And if you enjoy it enough that you want to see it more, hit subscribe. And if you don't, then at least take the time for me and leave a comment on what you think I could do better, that would make you want to come back for more, that would make you want to see these videos day in and day out that I enjoy making so much for you guys. So yeah, that's all I've really got to say. I'm going to quit yapping. I'm going to get home, get some food. I'm going to get some rest, and we're going to do it all again tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.